Hey, fam. Welcome back to the Future Body Man podcast. I am your host, Cut Nice 50. And today, man, we are talking about Deion Sanders. Just sitting back thinking, man, I'm doing a lot of research and just thinking about the controversial decision with him leaving, which shouldn't even be a controversial decision, man.
Do you feel you're the best recruit in America? Well, I would. Okay. Harry.
No, I just paused for the effect. You know, darn skippy. You know I'm telling the truth. You thought I was just gonna answer you quick. I got to get the effect. Okay, say it again. Let me do my thing.
If y'all don't know anything about Deon, I met Deon way back. Who knows if you remember or not, when I was playing professional football.
Do you feel you're the best recruit in America?
You see that look away? Now watch that come back. You darn right I am. I'm not selling them.
Right.
I am who I am. You
Right.
want exposure? I'm gonna give you exposure. They want exposure? We're gonna give them exposure. Right. We know how to use social media like no other.
Right.
And we didn't even have the resources at Jackson.
Right.
Now we do. We have a whole team.
Right.
A whole plethora of people that's designed specifically to make you shine. And I'm gonna help you do that.
Right.
If you know anything about Deon, you know he's a spiritual guy.
Oh, Lord, I had to walk out the weight room because I felt the spirit. I felt the spirit. Thank you for this word. Lord, I'm going somewhere. I can't stop because I'm going somewhere. I can't remain idle because I'm going somewhere. See, I got to move because I'm going somewhere. I got to go because I'm going somewhere. I got to press because I'm going somewhere. I don't care what you're saying, naysayers, I'm going somewhere. I don't care what you write, I'm going somewhere. I don't care how you plot against me because I'm going somewhere. I don't care what you post because I'm going somewhere.
You know what he did for Jackson State, which a lot of other coaches or people in positions even better than him didn't even give them the opportunity of would do the things that he was doing. So with that being said, man, if you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Future Bodybuilder Podcast. This is your boy, Coach Travis, and we just checking in, man, just seeing what's going on. And I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of background about Deion Sanders or Coach Prime. We're gonna just call him Coach Prime because he is one of the best of the best. And the opportunities he given these guys is just remarkable. So I want to commend him for doing what he got to do. And there's no controversy. If you ever heard the story, you get to do some little digging and research yourself, man. You'll realize that he was going above and beyond to help these guys in this community. So give you a little bit of stats about Deon. Deon played college football at Florida State, where he won the Jim Thorpe Award as a senior. He was selected by the Falcons 5th overall in 1989 NFL. Total touchdowns, 22. Interception yards at 1,331. Receiving yards, 784. Interceptions, 54. Now, he was also special teams, punt return, kickoff return. Deon was a bad boy, baseball player, you name it. He was that's what we call athlete. You can play multiple sports and just do what you got to do. You're going to be, it never surprises me, man, the talent. If you can do so many things, you focus on that, you're going to be great at it. And I believe that's a talent that's in all of us, man. It don't matter what you got to do. We all have our own special gifts. We just got to own it and believe that we can do it and actually put the time and effort into doing it, and we will be successful. But Deon, man, he was named first team All-Pro 9 times at cornerback, in addition to receiving the All-NFL acclaim by some media outlets as kick returner in 1992 and as a punt returner in 1998. He was also elected 8 Pro Bowls during his career. His stats speak for itself. But Deon, man, he was inducted to Pro Football Hall of Fame. Colorado, y'all know he's going in that team. And it was only 1-11. They had the worst record in school history. Deon coached at Jackson State the past 3 seasons, compiling 27-5 record. The Tigers finished 2022 season 12-0. The first undefeated season in program history. They never had an undefeated season until Deon came in and did what he had to do. As you can know, I think his son is playing quarterback out there too. So that future, that legacy is going to always continue to go on. So Deon not only is a spiritual guy, he's a father, husband. He speaks and walks a walk, man. He doesn't act like something that he's not. He's very confident in himself. He's not arrogant. If I see a lot of comments, man, it's just heartbreaking to see how this cancel culture is, or how my people start viewing him just because he left Jackson State. Not like it's no African American guys or black kids who's going to Colorado State. Just imagine the opportunity he's going to get these guys to play in a bigger organization. How many of these guys going to go to the league? You just got to think about the pros and the cons and each. I mean, it really wasn't no cons with him leaving Jackson State, maybe for that program, but Deon was losing out regardless from day one. Only people that benefited was the players and the university. But I'm going to post some links, man, for some of these articles. Y'all just need to read that, watch them, and hear what they has to say about Deon. One of the most clips that I watched, man, it was amazing. It was a 60-minute interview showing that, Deon pretty much almost died out there at Jackson State. One season he was coaching. He had something amputated. I mean, his story is remarkable. They had water issues out there. And you think the city gave back to Deon? Deon was only making, I think, 300-something thousand, whatever the case, but he gave half of that back to the university and, to the players and stuff like that. So he put his own salary. He pretty much was working for free, if you can think about that. He was pretty much working for free. And the school still kind of scammed them over. I think it was something on the issue coming up with ticket sales and stuff like that they worked out. You think he griped, kept complaining, or tried to sue or something like that to get the little funds that he was entitled to? No, he just kept doing his job, kept his head down, and kept being the best that he can be. So, man, I think Undisputed with Skip and Shannon, man, this video that they put out, I'm going to put the link on there, was on 12/5/2022. The first day it had 131,000 views.
Look around. This, you hear. Power 5, D1, all that. You, here.
I mean, I could see them cheering and chanting. I could feel the emotions. I could feel the hunger and the thirst and the want for us to just ball out.
Right.
For some dogs to run out that tunnel.
Right.
Behind Ralph and do the thing. I'm scared of Ralph. Me and Ralph got to meet.
Yeah.
Before we run out.
Okay. Hey, Ralph.
Yeah,
I'm a good guy. I'm on your side.
Take that right turn, and next thing you know, we're mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't the old pride. You ain't the
old
old pride.
Ain't the old pride. But y'all, I can see it.
Right.
I can feel it, Shannon. Like this is it, man. This is. We gonna pack this thing, man.
When you laid your head on your pillow at night and dreamed and thought, is this what you thought?
I kind of see the conclusion of it.
Okay.
Before God shows me the beginning. That's why I say I just see it packed and people screaming, and chanting and cheering, and they're happy and they're elated, and we winning.
Right.
And winning.
Right.
And winning. That's what I see.
I want to give the University of Colorado some credit. Everybody talks about diversity. John Embry, I played with him at Denver. Carl Durrell, I forget the guy, Mel Tucker, and now you four. I think in the last 15 years, it's been four.
That's a tribute to Rick George, our AD. He's an unbelievable human being, a God-fearing man, a man that understands people, and a man that does not see color. He sees the need and the desire and the want.
Okay.
And he tries to bring connectivity to the want and need with that person, and tries to bring them together. He is the reason I'm here.
Right.
My college is not built on a location. It's built on a destination. Now that was good. You're supposed to clap for that. Darn it, that was good. You give me some of my good stuff. We just getting started and already went in the bag, baby. Let's go. Because I met with others.
Right.
Several others.
Okay.
But he was the difference, man.
The AD president, they made an impression on you. You're not easily impressed.
Yeah.
A man as accomplished as you are, been where you've been, you have heard a lot of sales pitches. What was it about his pitch?
His honesty, man, and his heart, and his passion for this university. Like, he wanted to make change. He said that they deserve a winner, and I feel like you're a winner.
Yes.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure this university wins before I leave here.
Deion Sanders on Colorado's campus for the first time tours football facility in the stadium. That video was another one, man. It just amazing. Over 1 million views, and that was on 12/5/22 at 04/1800 hours. So they put it up, and by 4 a.m. it already had over 1 million views. So the people don't think Deon's reach is remarkable. The stats, even on the video, speak for themselves. 1 million views, and it's been less than a whole day when that video came out, just about him leaving and him on the college campus. The impact is going to be ridiculous. But I'm going to post that video. I'm going to post a 60-minute link for the full video. I might play a clip or two from it. But 60-minute videos was done over a month. By now, over 2 months, where I'm recording this video right here. Post a full minute, and it's called the 60 Minutes interview. Over 2.9 million views in 1 month. You know, and I was reading a couple other articles, man. I thought it was clickbait. And let me see who had posted. It was a HBCU graduate explains the reason why some aren't thrilled at Deion Sanders, aka Coach Prime, is leaving Jackson State for CU, and that's only had like 3,000 views, 4 hours, and that was on CBS Colorado. You know, they're getting the negative stuff about Deion from a former player who was probably ain't played when Deon was actually coaching there. But it was just other videos, man, that just heartbreaking to see. I thought, name of the title, you thought it was clickbait. But once I actually watched his whole videos, guy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, man, he makes some good videos. I was like, he actually was right. I didn't notice all these negative comments and people pretty much hating on Deon for just leaving. For a better opportunity, better pay, and a bigger environment that he can help others succeed. I don't see where hate can come from it, but it was hate on Twitter, Instagram, social media, in the Black community. It actually was hate towards this guy, and that's sad to see because we're supposed to be team building and building each other up. That video was called from O'Shea's Deion Sanders leaves Jackson State for Colorado, and the Black community is pissed. That had 35,000 views in 14 hours. I thought it was a clickbait title, but it wasn't. So I ended up putting extra notes in there. It was a great video. It was a little misleading that I thought, but actually, once you get back to looking at the comments and stuff like that, it was right. But O'Shea, in that video, man, he talks about how in the Black community, sadly, you will have some people hating on Deon for leaving Jackson State, but he explains how in our community, that we have the ability and resources to keep him and pay him for his talents and abilities for what he brings to the table, but we just don't. And that's sad, man. O'Shea also talks about this being the problem in the Black community, and that's why we lose our best talented people to other communities or cultures, which creates a system that we all suffer from. Do you see, do it or see this in our community or cultures unlike others? So we see this in our communities. In the Hispanic community, you don't see it. In the white community, you rarely don't see it. In any other community, you don't see them not paying their best athletes or best talents to keep them there and stop them from leaving, going to another community or job. I mean, that's just it, man. So I don't know. I got another video coming out, man, about the entitlement generation. And that's what I'm going to call it. I think we are living in an entitlement generation right here. These times, man, there's some dark times coming. But just like Deon, man, I am a person of faith, man. I never deny the faith because I am lucky to be here. And people where I come from, man, they already, I think we have no choice but to have faith. So Deon, man, should stay where what one guy, man, he had this claim. It was like Deon should stay and take less money. Are you serious? This guy should take less money, turn down $5 million or whatever the salary they offer him, or the atmosphere, the clean water, the gym equipment, the stuff like that. They can benefit more athletes and stay at Jackson State for what? What benefit would he get from actually staying there and coaching these guys, besides the players itself? And I know he loved coaching, but you should never be tied down or held in a bottle for one atmosphere, your talents go way on. That's like me being a nutritionist for the last 12 years, a trainer over 20 plus year, coaching or training one person. That's just doesn't make no sense. I mean, if you got your gifts, your talents, own it and share it with others. That's just ties. I mean, that's biblical. That's just now. It's just natural for us to do. And I think that's where we often mess up, man. We have so many gifts and talents, but we hide it or keep it to ourselves, and don't share it with others. But another one is expected Deon to do something that we wouldn't do if we was in the same situation. So if somebody say, hey, I'm gonna pay you more money, that's like you staying at Burger King or whatever else, and Taco Bell call you and they want you to take a manager position, paying $20,000 more, or whatever job it is. It don't matter what it is, man. A promotion, you passing a promotion, they give it to somebody else, and you just staying at your regular position, knowing that you put the time, effort, and you are capable of doing that job. That's just think about it that way, man. It's nothing that I think Deon did wrong, and I'm excited for him because I know he's going to do great things. That guy, he keeps me motivated. He keeps me inspired to keep pushing, doing what I got to do. And I don't even play football. Matter of fact, I don't even watch it most of my time. You'll be surprised, in the last, 2 years, man, I couldn't tell you I watched a whole football game and something like that. Football, basketball, I rarely watch TV. Now, like I said before in the past, man, knowledge is power. So most of my time is reading, educating myself about nutrition, fitness, health, and just finding out what else is going on in the world besides what else is going on in the U.S. It's just so much, man, that keeps us distracted, but we all capable of learning. And like I said, you heard it before, man. It's sad to say of people. I think it was an old white guy. He said that he was like, if you want to keep something from Black people, put it in the book. Like, we don't read, we don't stay educated. But I'm a nutritional, other nutrition, the holistic stuff, medicine. I like herbs and stuff like that. So just going away from just natural remedies like they used to do in the past. And we have everything, and we have all the gifts, and we capable of doing so much more. So I don't believe in keeping yourself in the bottle, man. You got so many talents, share it. I think now on social media, they just want to keep you in one niche. Y'all know I used to do the acting a lot and stuff like that. So my page, most of my followers came from the acting stuff. I was on Devious Maze. I was on 24 Legacy. I was on a lot of other shows, man, 20 shows, 8-10 movies, many more shows, indie films and stuff like that over the year. But I also was an athlete, an ex-professional football player. I played basketball. I did a whole lot of other stuff, but you can't put that on one page, or they won't push you, or people get just a wrong message. But we all have so many gifts. So it's just trying to find that balance of putting it all together, man, just to show everybody, yeah, I am an athlete, but I am also this. I am a nutritionist, but I am also this. I am a doctor, lawyer, whatever your gifts or talents is, but you are also so much more than that. So I think it was another one, what it was, a negative comments, man, that it was just unrealistic comments, that it was without merit. It just kind of bugged me a little bit, but by leaving, he's not changing young men's lives. Are you serious? More people will go to the NFL from Colorado than it would Jackson State. That's just automatic because it's a bigger school, it's a bigger atmosphere. They're on ESPN, they're televised. And I think Jackson State was on televised because of Deion Sanders. That's just point blank, man. So just think about that. Do your research. Actually, just look into what this guy is doing for the community, stuff like that, man. Or the trials and tribulation that he went through while coaching. That was kind of meant to break him, which a lot of people wouldn't accept it. He accepted it and kept doing his job and did it well. That's the thing. So he should be commended in all avenues for that. Another comment, man, somebody said, we as Black men has to stick by our youth. Like, he's not sticking by his youth, going to a bigger school, reaching out, opening the portal, accepting more transfers of people of color or whoever else has the talent. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care about really skin tone, even though he's going to bring his own coaches and stuff like that, creating more jobs for them. He's still building up their platform to help them expand and reach out to more people who wouldn't have had the opportunity. So, I mean, it is what it is. We all know in this world is who you know. You shouldn't expect anything less. So, you know, if you had a little brother, you got a business, stuff like that, or your business is successful, you're gonna pass it to your kids. That's just automatic. It's a natural progression, I think, of evolution. You want to do things. So I just give Deon all the commends, man. Y'all look at the links, check out these articles for yourself. You can make your own conclusion. But Deon is a great coach. I look forward to seeing him in Colorado, man. But y'all, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow, man, for more content. We're stepping up 2023. You want to interview, you want to be a co-host, fill out the form in the link below, and that's stay connected. Real talk, baby. Let's go.
This soliloquy, you could sleep in the bed with 2 and 3 women and nobody's satisfied. You got 100 suits, you can't cover up the pain. You got 300, 400, 500 pairs of shoes, you can't take a step in the right direction. You got 9 or 10 cars in the driveway, you ain't going nowhere. You got a 15,000 square foot house, but you ain't got a home. By the time you get to the bottom, because God is calling you collect, and you do not want to accept the charges because you know it's going to cost you something. So that ringing, that noise in your life that you can't turn it off. You up to bat and you 3 for 4 that night, and you stolen 3 bases, but that ringing is in your ears and in your head, and you cannot turn it off. You go on the football field and you dominate. You breaking a pass, you returning touchdowns, you high stepping, you doing your dance. But after the game, it's ringing, and you can't get this out of your head. So now you just crying out. You're crying out for help, and you began to be suicidal. So you sitting on the bench with the Cincinnati Reds, and you 3 for 4, few stolen bases, and you take a bottle of pills right in front of all your teammates. That's your cry for help, because you can't cry. You know why? I'm the man. How can the man cry for help? We all told our sons back in the day, you don't cry. You ain't soft. You ain't no sissy. You don't cry. You don't tell nobody your problems. You internalize them. You man up. So
this is the biggest kind of event that I've ever had in my life, truly. Jackson State, all my coaches, all my players, I love you. I appreciate you. Everybody, Jackson, Mississippi, surrounding areas, peace.
no matter how big this thing gets, it's still all about family. It's about us. And having all my kids close to me at this moment, baby, now that means everything. I understand life. At this young, spry age, I do understand life, and God has waxed me with wisdom. It's never just about JSU, and it's never just about me. It's about us, man.
Coaching is about relationships. It's hard for a guy to reach a certain level and just close his eyes and grab a person. That's hard at this level because it's going to get heated somewhere throughout the year.
Or like they would give their...
And you're going to have a relationship because as it gets heated, you want to be able to say, all right, let's go eat. Forget the food, let's go eat. And if you don't have that relationship, it's not going to be like that. Then it's going to be feelings that's going to hold over to the next day and the next day, and you don't want that. So all the coaches on my staff, I've had a prior relationship with, and they've shown me that they're really good coaches, first and foremost. And they're really good with people. That's another big plus that you got to have. But also, if I didn't know them personally, they have a relationship with someone that I trust and have a relationship with. So they were vetted by that person that I signed off and said, okay, you trust them? Cool, because I trust you. And that's how it works. So the key thing I'm trying to say is get relationships and be careful how you treat people because you never know.
Because I felt the Spirit. I felt the Spirit. Thank you for this word. Lord, I'm going somewhere. I can't stop because I'm going somewhere.